Shot or not?
Yeah, the pints are both in shot. That's very nice, though.
Okay.
No, just say.
So, Stav, it's day 3, Brewin Dolphin Dragon Gold Cup in Kinsale. It's been an extremely close day on the water, very different conditions. Who have you got with you at the moment?
Well, I'm delighted to say I've got representatives from both the winning boat and the second boat today. The wind dropped slightly today. It shifted around towards the north, so it was a northwesterly. And when that happens in Kinsale, it can be very shifty. We also can get a bit of rain, but that's normal for Ireland. But the thing is, the shifts, because they're coming from the land, it's not always necessary to read them. Now, we had a general recall on the first start, and Alan Crosby did a recall, and then he didn't shift the pin up like I thought he would, because there was quite a considerable bias at the boat. Now, Graham, tell me, you started on the pin in the second start. What was your thinking?
We thought the wind would go back left. It would just square up nicely, and but we felt pretty lonely until actually we saw Dmitry and Andrey chasing down the line as well, and we felt more comfortable this was going to be okay.
Yeah.
So.
I think that's the pattern of the day today was that there were major shifts, but it generally went back to how Alan had the course set, and I think the only actual course alteration was the last beat. Yeah, I think it was. Mm-hmm. So now tell me, Laura, you were sailing on with Claire Hogan.
Yes, with Claire Hogan.
And I actually saw you in first place at one stage, didn't I?
Yes, you did. We ran at the top mark about 9th and stayed in that position. But up the second beat, we decided to head towards the black rain cloud.
I saw that one. Yeah, coming from Kinsale.
Yeah, coming from Kinsale. So we sailed over to the right-hand side of the beat, and thankfully there was quite a big shift to the right-hand side with more pressure. So the Baileys were covering the rest of the fleet, but we came in just in front of them at the top mark. Held it till the Lord mark, and then it was very tight at the last beat.
It was. And Graham, on the last beat, you pushed left again.
We took the looking down with the right-hand mark, so we're on the left side of the beat.
Yep.
And so Laura and Claire on the other side, so we split. And so the running boats came down to the middle, and then we just start to work with what we've got. All you can do is sail in what you've got. And sometimes they look famous, sometimes we looked okay, but we to the finish we just crossed ahead of them. And do we tack or do we not? We didn't tack. I didn't want to tackle Laura anyway.
Who would?
But I didn't feel too good about that when they went to the left and the wind went 20 degrees their way. It didn't look too flash for a while.
Yeah.
But coming to the finish, we're bow to bow. We just managed to just tack under them.
Oh, is that what happened? Okay. Because the committee boat we have is such a long boat, and it's very difficult sometimes to actually finish around it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so did the pin favour or the boat at the end?
Boat favoured, and we were on the right. So
okay, so they had the luck.
We were very much hoping Graham was going to continue to cross us and we were going to dip astern, but unfortunately he decided to tack and managed to carry the momentum through the tack and just pipped us on the line.
Well, it must be happy on board the boat today. Is there 4 of you on board as well?
Four on board as well, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Much better day today.
Yeah, well done again, and congratulations, Graham.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Stav, more sailors on day 3. Who have you got with you this time?
Well, we've now getting to the real serious part of the week. We've had 3 races completed, 3 more to go, and as everyone knows with the Gold Cup, there's no discard. So every race counts. Now, I'm lucky enough to be stood alongside the 1 and 2 overall. Vincy, the famous Vicent Hoesch from Germany, is crewing for Tommy Muller. How many Gold Cups have you won, Vince, so far?
I think 6.
6. And that's some as a helm and some as crew.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember you winning.
More as a crew.
I remember you winning 1 as a helm in Douarnenez.
Yeah.
And there was over 100 boats.
Yes, it was 130 boats.
100. Amazing.
That was an amazing number.
And Dmitry, you've put together now a solid series. You haven't won a race yet, but you've had 3 in the top 10. What positions have you had?
We go 3rd, 8th, and 10th.
Yeah, very, very good. And tell me, there were a lot of boats today that are in the top 10 overall who were caught out today by this big shift. So were you surprised to see so many of your competitors behind you today?
Well, actually, in the race we were thinking more about ourselves because it was quite difficult with all these wind shifts and this huge storm cloud which changed everything.
Yeah.
So we were just at some point we moved from the 5th position to about 18th, and then we were just trying to get back into the game.
Get back in the game. And Andrey, who's Dmitry's tactician, just ask Andrey, when he saw the cloud, what was his thinking on the second beat?
Оно сначала оно стояло, не двигалось, не развивалось. Была полоса, но не развивалась, не развивалась, не спускалась. И могло сыграть как лево, так и право.
Well, when we saw the cloud, it was not moving.
Yes.
So it was just standing there. So it could have been both ways.
Yeah.
The right could win and left could win.
Yeah, yeah.
Мы были крайне справа.
So it wasn't a priority
Как
for
нас не касалось, мы
Yeah.
We were there on the right side.
Yeah.
And it was not touching us.
Yeah.
So we decided to.
Yeah. And Vince, did you see the? Obviously, you saw the cloud on the second.
Of course, we saw the cloud.
Yeah. And you were far left then, were you?
We were left because most of our close competitors were on the left as well.
Sure.
Let's say, yeah, Russia 76, Paul Ricard, Laurie Smith, all these guys tended to go to the left. And in the very last moment, we realized when we saw the other boats climbing up on starboard tack. So we took the chance to go over, and we were around 10 or 11. So we lost. We were rounding the leeward mark in 3rd position, and we found ourselves back on the weather mark in 11th position, which was still acceptable, because we could see that our closest competitors all got stuck on the left side.
Yeah.
And we said, well, I mean, nothing got lost, so we went the downwind, and on the last upwind, we were sailing then very conservative, trying to cover the fleet, and on the other hand, we always had an eye on these on Dmitry's boat, because they went far left, and I think in the end they made some good positions. They gained at least 5-6 boats, and we were very happy we could stay in between the fleet and these guys, just to make sure we don't lose too many places or positions to these guys.
At some point, Vince, at the end, we even thought we might get you, but our prayers, they stuck somewhere, and we didn't get the additional 10 degrees of the wind shift which we needed.
We were praying for that one. If you don't get it, then we.
I think
that's life in sailing.
I think the forecast now for the next few days is a little bit more wind again, isn't it?
Yes, I just double checked, and it looks very, very good, very windy. We definitely like it, and I think these gentlemen from Russia 76 also
you like the wind,
they love the wind as well.
So I think today was a day where it's put everybody a bit more on their toes, and a little bit more alert, because big swings in the positions overall. But with the solid winds coming back for the next 3 days, I would expect to see the main players regroup again and be up the top, and not so many different place changes. So, Vince at the moment with Tommy is first, Dmitry and Andrey are second. A lot to play for. It's going to be probably a high-scoring regatta. Vince, how many points you got at the moment?
We got 8 points.
8 points, and you're on about
21.
21. And then third place, I think.
It's Laurie.
Laurie Smith.
Laurie Smith.
24.
Yeah, 24.
Okay.
24.
Yeah. But I mean, Paul Ricard finished today, I think, what, about 30?
It's 34.
34. I mean, you know.
Must be 8 or 9.
It's so it's all up for grabs, and we're going to let you know what happens tomorrow. So good luck to both of you gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
And we'll keep you posted.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Okay. Thanks.